Hello and welcome to the 16th lesson in the Krav Maga Classes Online Structured Krav Maga Development course. If you've got this far, okay, this is tantamount to your effort and perseverance, and it's absolutely fantastic, okay? So congratulations for getting this far, all right? This session obviously is going to contain, technical content revision on all of those things. But at this point right now, you should look back over that entire 16-week period that you've been doing this training and really, congratulate yourself for getting this far. Okay. Obviously, once we complete this session, you go back to the beginning and you're going to do the same thing again and review the sessions as you go through to make sure that all of the elements of the course that you've been practicing are fully embedded in what you do and that you can recall them and practice them with your partner or on your own. So, fantastic. Right. So this session, we are going to do a total of 300 press-ups. Okay, halfway through the course we did 200, and now we're going to do 300. 400 is probably a little bit too much, but 300 is good, because then we can work on doing 30 press-ups on each of the section areas that we work on, and I'm sure that will be fine. Okay, so we're going to start our warm-up in about a minute, so get yourself nicely loosened up, and off you go. Okay. Okay, right, so feet together, hands by the sides, bow in, and jogging on the spot. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Back forward and backwards. Side to side. And jogging. Hands up to the side, rolling the wrist forwards. Get the breathing going nicely in through the nose, out through the mouth. Back the other way. Arms forwards now. Up the back, breathing in, down the front, breathing out. Up at the front, breathing in, down the back, breathing out. When you start to, now as you rotate the arms, push your fingers in the direction where they're pointing, really stretch your shoulder joints from their full motion. And jogging. Back forward and backwards again. Side to side. And jogging. Okay, jumping jacks for me. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Jogging. Twists. And jogging. Okay, circling right to the left when I say go. Go. Change. 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 And jogging. Okay, one step forward, one step back, palms up. Striking forwards. Start to lengthen the steps with your legs. Punches, palms, finger strokes. Hands always coming back to the shoulders. And jogging. Okay, when I say down, drop down. When I say up, jump up. Down. Up. Up. Down. Down, up. Up, down. Up, down. Down, up, down, up. Okay, start there, shake your legs out. Chin to your chest. Looking down. And up. And down. And up. Look to the right. And left. Look to the right. And left. Up to the right. And to the left. Up to the right. And down to the left. Up to the left. Down to the right. Up to the left. And down to the right. Hands on your hips, tilt your hips up at the front. Up to the right. Up at the back. And left. Keep going round in a circle. Rotating your hips, really tilting your hips using your core. Keep your shoulders and head where they are. Back the other way. Really get that tilt in. See if you can feel that stretch on the base of your spine. Okay, feet together on your knees. Head up, back straight, forwards and backwards. Keep your heels on the floor. Rotating clockwise and anti-clockwise. Okay. Right foot on the floor, left knee up, parallel to the floor. Rotating clockwise, anti-clockwise. Looking to the left, nice and slowly. Leg out and balance. Rotating clockwise, anti-clockwise. Foot back down again. Okay. Balance on the left foot. Right knee up, parallel to the floor. Rotating clockwise and anti-clockwise. Looking to the right. Slowly bring the leg up, push out and balance. Rotating clockwise and anti-clockwise. Okay, foot back down again. Okay, hand jogging. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Okay, so when I say down, it's down. We'll press up and up. Down. 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 And jogging. Breathing into the nose, out to the mouth. Okay, once you go, start sloping to the left. Go. change, change, and jogging. This time when I say down, going backwards, coming up, going to come up, bring your left leg underneath your body, rotate to your right, come up, in guards over here, there, come up, and rotate. So rotate to your left, come up into guard, in the opposite direction, okay? So, with me, down, and jogging, down, down, and jogging. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Okay, when I say go, hands on the left leg, right knee up to your elbow. With me. Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the side. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and jogging. Okay, same again. This time kicking out. Right leg first. So bouncing your left leg, kicking out with your right. Okay, with me. Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the side. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Jogging. Second to the left. Go. Change. Change. Okay, and stop there. Okay. 10 press-ups on my call. Okay, as you come up, from the press-up, you'll hear, come up, arm out to the front, as if you're going to shake hands. If you're working with your partner, actually shake hands, okay? But I want you to hold your hand out there if you're on your own, just for a pause, as if that was happening. So it's not a grab and drop, okay? So, with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7 for 10, all the way down and hold. 7. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up. Got to shake hands. 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, on your backs. 25 wood chops. 25 wood chops. Off you go. Okay, once you've done that, up and circling. Take direction every 5 seconds. And stop. Good. Okay, press up position again. This time what we're going to do is we're going to bring up the rear leg and tap it with your hand. So you're here, you do your press up, down up, and then tap. The thing with this, try and keep your body as parallel to the floor as possible when you do it. So rather than sort of doing this, you know, and tapping, try and keep your shoulders as square as possible. So you're here, there, like that. So you're really balancing yourself and using your core to keep yourself stable between your opposite leg and opposite hand. Okay, so on my call, back straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, on your backs. Okay, so for this one, obviously 6 legs hit 6 inches off the floor, up to vertical, out, around, and back 6 inches off the floor. So you're here, up to vertical, out, and around, and then we start over again. Okay? So 10 of those with me. Get ready. 6 inches off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, on your feet. Okay, so what we're going to practice now is skipping kicks. So we're going to work from here. We're going to do 10 skipping front kicks. Okay, so it's like this. So we're going to skip in, down, step back. Skip in, down, step back. Okay, so we're going to do 10 skipping front kicks. Put the foot down, step back. What you're working on here is fluidity. You're in your guard position. You work from being here, you know, everything goes from below the hips. I don't see anybody jumping up, just think about flowing forward, do a nice skipping front kick. Okay, so with me, I'll call them out. Get ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we'll do the same thing. Out of round poses. So we're here, step down, and step back for a count of 10. Okay, get ready with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, same thing again. Side kicks. So we're here, side kick, step down, step back into guard position. Okay? For 10. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, deep breath in and relax. Okay, we're going to do the same thing to opposite guard. Okay, so right foot forward, opposite guard, exactly the same thing. Skipping front kick, step down, step back into guard position. Okay, so opposite guard, front kick with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this time out to roundhouse. So there, step down and step back. Okay, so here, down and step back into guard. Okay, so with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, last one, opposite guard, skipping side kick. So here, side kick, down, and step back. Okay, so with me, get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, excellent. Have a breather, grab a drink. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Fundamentals revision. Dealing with a two-step downwards knife attack. Okay, so we talk about two-step attacks all the time. We're talking about range. Remember, distance equals time. The more distance there is between you and your attacker, the more time you have to prepare and to react to a potential attack. Okay. In this situation, we're talking about a downwards knife attack at a two-step distance. Remember, two-step distance requires somebody to take 2 steps before they're in range to strike. Now, when you're, obviously understanding this, this, is a 2-step distance, but it's unlikely that anybody would ever attack like that. Mostly if they're there, it's that kind of thing. So it's this sort of distance about 2 meters. So it's a step and a strike. Okay. So when we're thinking about this, this is revision, so this is something you've done before. But I'm imagining that there's a guy coming down, and it's going to be a downwards knife attack with the right hand here. How quickly I see it depends on what I can do. Okay, because there are 2 options. First of all, is I do this, and I work in. I skip to the side here, kick to the solar plexus, and then strike. Okay, that's what my first exercise is. So the knife hand is on the right hand side, attacking with the right side. I'm going to skip, bring my left leg across, and kick to the solar plexus. Okay, then we can strike and we can carry on. But we're only going to focus on just that one motion for the moment. So we're here. The attack comes down. I bring that left leg across, skip and kick, and then I stop in my guard position. That's number one. Okay. Number two is I step forward outside the line of attack here, and kick directly down the middle towards the solar plexus again. Now this very much depends on how early you see the attack. Okay. If somebody is here, for example, and they're like this, and this is the point at which you see it, by the time you've stepped forward and gone to do the kick, the knife will already be there, and it's very, very dangerous. So it's clearly about understanding. If it's there and you see that this motion happening, and you step forward and bang there, that is a reasonable time to do it, because the knife hasn't started coming forwards and the attack is not in its full extension. So the other one is more preferable if the knife is already coming down, because you need to get out of the way, out of the line of the attack, as it's coming in, and strike. Okay. So these are the two techniques. So number one here, to the side, solar plexus, and to there, or stepping forward there. Boom. So you're bringing a lot more body weight directly forward. You're also thinking about perhaps if somebody's taking more steps. Okay. If I look at the mechanics of this two-step knife strike, okay, I'm here. I'm the attacker. I'm displaying. I'm being aggressive. Okay, and then I decide that I'm going to move in for the attack. I don't do this. The destination for the knife is there. So in slow motion, I'm here. I bring the knife up. I'm stepping forward, and bang. Okay. Now, that being the case, if I see somebody like this, if they're holding the knife like that, downwards, they're not going to be, attacking the upper part of your lower leg. It's going to be, into the chest, or into the face, or into the neck, because it's that kind of emotion, all right? So, if they're here, as you start to see that hand come up, you can step forward, bang, and really move in with the kick, because the knife isn't really starting to come down until that second foot comes down. If you watch from this side here, okay, there's my target over there, stepping and down, and you kind of like stepping down with your foot. Some people will stab with the other leg forward, so they might step here and there. The same thing happens though, is that you don't sort of, step and, that. It's about throwing your body weight with the knife, okay? So it's here, 1, 2, like that. And so if you can kick while the knife is on the way up rather than on the way down, that way there's nothing coming forwards, okay? If I move as he moves and step forward, bang, like that, okay? If I move as he moves here, bang, you're going to get kicked at that point where the knife is up here, okay? And this is what I was talking about very much about timing, okay? About distance, how much range you've got, how soon you can see it. Because if somebody is there, they start to be aggressive. If I take this step forward, okay, as they come forward and go to do my kick, okay, I'm not in the place that they expect me to be. Okay, they're expecting me to stay there while they stab. Okay, if I take a step forward, I'm suddenly here, and if I've kicked as I do there, my knife hasn't made the downwards trajectory. So this is what we're going to do. So with me, when I say 1, I'm going to step to the side and kick. Okay? When I say 2, step forward and kick. In both cases, aiming for the solar plexus. Okay? So, 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, as we do that, we're going to bring the guard up at the same time. Okay, so when I say 1, okay, or I say 2, you bring the guard up at the same time. So, 1, 1, 2, 2. Good, lovely. Okay, so that's what I want you to practice on your own. However, as this is the last session, before we start, 30 press-ups. On you go. Okay, when you finish that, have a practice. And stop there. Okay, technique 1. Guard position, defending against either a low punch or a kick to the lower part of the body. A front kick to the lower part of the body. So you're defending against something like this, you know, a low punch, or here, you know, a kick, a football kick, you know, to the groin or the lower part of the body here, okay? You're in guard position, okay, in each case it's there. Okay, so you're bending your knees with your back straight, defending with your forearm, extending and striking with your palm to the head. So you're in a guard position here. One of the key elements of this exercise is to ensure your back is straight. If I'm here and I do this, okay, I'm not in a good enough position to then kind of do a strike. I've just sort of leaned forward, and if I leant up and did a strike, I'd actually be taking my body weight backwards, okay? So we need to move in a way where we keep our balance, okay? Throughout the course we've talked about our balance. Head above shoulders, above hips, okay? Balance. So we're here, we're in our guard position, our good guard position. We defend by bending our knees, okay? Keep our back straight, bang, okay? Just bend the knees. The elbow comes across. And you're defending, you keep your little finger facing forwards, and you're defending with the meaty part on the inside of your arm, okay? So we're here, there, one. And now for this position, once we've deflected, we then rotate, extend up and drive from that rear leg with a palm strike to the head, okay? Now, this works from a kick or a low punch to either side. Typically, with a punch, you want to aim to go to the outside of the arm. So if my opponent is punching with their right arm, okay, I'm going to defend with my left. And if they're punching with their left arm, I defend with my right, okay? So if they punch with the right arm, I'm here in my guard position. I'm here, there. I'm deflecting the punch to the outside of my body here, okay? Onto the outside, so I'm on the outside of their arm here, deflect, and then extend and strike. If they're punching with their left hand, okay, here, deflect that way, and then punch with my left hand, okay? So you can go with either. The leg, however, it doesn't really matter. If I'm here and I got a kick here, bang, and I get deflected this way, bang, that's where the palm stroke is coming in, side of my head this way. If I come in with the other leg, here like that, bang, it gets taken this way, bang, you know, that's where the palm strike goes. So it doesn't really matter for the legs, it's just for the arms, it's slightly better and it's easier to defend if you go to the outside, okay? Arguably it doesn't really matter if you take it to the inside. If I'm doing a low punch here, bang, it goes there, you know, my strike you know, is going to the face anyway. But it's just that you're a little bit more vulnerable to a strike here. If somebody's doing a jab and a cross perhaps, okay, and they're coming in here, jab, cross, as you're defending it goes here, bang, this hand's still coming in. If you defend to the other side, here to the outside, bang, you know, it just makes it more difficult for them. Alright? So, this is what we're going to practice. So, we're going to talk about just the punches to start off with. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say left, and then I'm going to say right. Okay, and that means you're defending with the left, striking with the right, and then when I say right, you're defending with the right, striking with the left. Okay, so on guard with me. Left, right, left, right, 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 left. Left. Good. And now what I want you to do is think about it being a kick, okay? And we're just going to use the lead arm, so I'm just going to say left each time. The thing with this exercise, I want you to really think about that unwinding of the body. Okay? So we're here, deflect, unwind. You know, you're really reaching, striking, because you're slightly crouched. As you come out of that crouch and extend, you're really, you know, driving off that rear leg. There's a lot of power in that arm. So I really want you to think about that, you know, that effect of when you're crouched and then extending and striking. Okay. So with me, defending against a low kick to the groin or the lower part of the body here. So, when I say left, left. Okay, really extend and strike. Make sure you kept your guard in a good position. So, left. I'll use the right arm next time. Let's try again. Left. 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 Okay. So, that's what I want you to practice. You're going to practice left and right, visualizing, or if you're working with your partner, they're going to be doing punching, and you're going to go to the outside of their forearms as they punch and strike with the opposite hand. Then thinking about the kick, just deflecting with the lead forearm and really focusing on extending and driving with that rear leg and striking with that rear arm. Okay? So that's what I'd like you to practice. But before we start, 30 press-ups. When you finish that, off you go. And stop there. Shadow boxing. What we're going to work on now is to try and bring in all of the techniques that you've done. Okay, we've talked about shadow before. It's an excellent exercise for developing combinations. All right. It's also a great exercise for applying your body weight when you're striking, moving to one side, practicing your punching while moving, and all of those sorts of things. What I want to do now is to create a little bit of structure in it for you. So what we're going to work on is from, when we're working, we're going to start from guard position. Okay. First thing we're going to do is step to the left, with a jab, and then across, and then we're going to carry on and do, whatever else you want. Then we circle around to the other side, okay? Then we're going to step to the right for the first strike, okay? And recover, and then do whatever else we're going to do. Then we're going to circle around to a different direction, okay? And we're going to go forwards, okay? And a strike, okay? And then something else after that. And then we're going to circle again, and the first thing we're going to do is backwards, okay? And then carry on, all right? So you're going to start off each one of the, I suppose, groups of techniques that you're doing with a combination of moving and striking. Now we've done this before, okay, which is great. So that's how we're going to start it. So once you've done those 1, 2, 3, 4, then what I want you to do is I want you to start the technique with a skipping kick, okay? So I've done my stepping left, right, forwards and backwards, and I circle around again, and then it's going to be skipping front kick, and move in. Circle somewhere else. Now it's going to be my skipping out of roundhouse. Bang. There, move in, and do something else. Circle to another side. Skipping side kick, moving in, and circling. Okay, and finally it's going to be skipping back kick, bang, there, and moving in and striking. So, try and keep the structure in your mind. Moving or striking for the first 4, so left, right, front, back, okay, and then you're starting your techniques each time with a skipping kick. So front kick, out of roundhouse, side kick, back kick, okay, that's all. And then once you've done all those, you start at the beginning again. So you're doing 4 moving and striking, 4 skipping kicks, and then back to moving and striking, skipping kicks, and so on and so on. Once you've done your first element, you're free to practice the other things that you can do. So your elbow strikes and all of that sort of stuff. All right. Low punches. Yeah. Before I forget, don't forget you can do a low punch forwards or a low punch back. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Okay. So just work it through. Do those series of 4 moving and striking. Then a series of 4 skipping kicks as the beginning of each group of training exercises. Okay? Before we get started, 30 press-ups. Okay. When you finish that, get ready. On guard. 3, 2, 1, go. And stop. Go 30 seconds. Go, got it. 3, 2, 1, go. And stop. 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going. 3, 2, 1, go. And stop. Okay, good. Have a breather. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and go for a drink. Technique 2. All elbow strikes from guard position. Okay, so we have the 5. First one, normal circular strike across the chin. There. It's exactly the same strike as it would be if I was in neutral position here. Boom. Okay. Like I'm throwing that glass over my opposite shoulder. Okay, so here, bang. We're already in this position, so we're coming across. Obviously the person would have to be close at this point, and if our hands are both in guard there, our fingers would be almost touching. Okay, so we're here, just directly across. Palm out this way, striking with a pointy part on the end of the elbow. And remember, my palm pointing out this way, it helps to bring that point out. If it's this way, then it kind of flattens out and you run the risk of hitting with your forearm. So really want to turn so you get that into it. Okay. So there's number one. Okay, the lead arm or the rear arm. Okay. The second one is like a diagonal strike. So we're here like this, and we're taking guard. So hands coming forward here, striking the guard out of the way, and coming over and striking downwards here, like this, into the sort of the cheekbone and down through the jaw. So we're here, boom, there. So you're taking the guard out of the way, elbow up and driving. Now, I've seen people sort of pull their arm out and to do this. As with everything in Krav, we're only going forwards. So hand comes forwards, down, elbow, boom, there. Forwards, down, elbow, there. And as we're doing this, we're dropping our body weight into it, okay? So the second strike is here. One, with the lead arm and with the rear arm, exactly the same. Hand comes forward, drops the elbow through. Hand comes forward, drops the elbow through, takes the guard out of the way. Third strike is the uppercut. Okay, lead arm and rear. Doesn't need much explanation. Okay, it's just palm to the closest eye overhead. Remember, it's like throwing the water over the same shoulders you're striking with. You're coming up through the guard in the middle and coming up underneath the chin. Fourth strike, lower part of the forearm. So we're here, there. Okay, and you're driving forwards. So this part here is striking this area here. The whole lower part of your forearm is striking from the chin to the nose in a sort of a flat position. So you're here, there. It's like a straight, it's almost like a punch, it's a straight strike. So we're here, there, or there. Okay, so that's number four. The final one, somebody's a little bit further away and you're driving down into the solar plexus. So you're here, here, okay? And what you're doing is you're driving forward with the elbow, here, there. Okay? Low in, right to the point of the sternum here. Dropping in with your body weight, driving with that point of the elbow. Okay, so we're here, bang. Okay, we're here, with the rear arm. So, nice and easy, nice and slow. So we're going to go through all five of them. So, first one, circular strike. So in guard, circular strike, lead hand, rear hand. Second one, taking the guard out of the way, downwards diagonal. Okay, lead hand, rear hand. Third one, uppercut, lead, rear. Fourth one, direct forearm, lead, rear. Finally, last one, elbow strike to the sternum, lead and rear. Okay, so that's what we're going to practice. You're going to do it with me, then you're going to practice on your own. So nice and easy, nice and slow. We're going to do it a couple of times each. So, in guard, we're going to do the circular strike first, just the circular strike. Okay, so with me, lead hand, go. Rear hand, go. Lead hand, go. Rear hand, go. Lovely, okay. The second one, the downwards. Okay, so we're here, taking the guard out of the way, striking downwards on the side of the head. Okay? So, with me, lead hand, go. Rear hand, go. Lead hand, go. Rear hand, go. Lovely. Okay, so now uppercut strike. Okay, uppercut and coming straight up between the guard. Okay, so with me, lead hand, go. Rear hand, go. Lead hand, go. Rear hand, go. Lovely. Next one. What's the next one? Next one is the flat of the forearm, striking there. Okay. So this position here, really making sure, okay, that it doesn't end up being another uppercut. You're really driving your forearm. You're kind of extending your top part of your forearm as you drive it forwards. As you can see, I'm driving here off my rear leg here. There. So I'm striking with that front part of the forearm directly on the nose and chin. Okay. So with me, lead hand, go. Rear hand, go. Lead hand, go. rear hand, go. Okay, the last one, stepping forward, striking with the elbow to the sternum. Okay, so with me, lead hand, go. Rear hand, go. Lead hand, go. Rear hand, go. Okay, so that's what I want you to practice on your own. And what I want you to do is in groups of 3, okay? So you're going to be doing 3 lots of lead and rear hand, and just go through it, okay? The whole thing, 3 of each one, until you get to the end. And then what I want you to do is do 1 of each one, lead hand and rear hand, okay? One after the other. So essentially you're doing lead and rear of each of the individual elbow strikes. So then you're just going through it in sequence, okay? If you want to get really clever, once you've done that, do the sequence in reverse. All right? So, before we do anything else, of course, 30 press-ups. Okay, when you do that, off you go. And stop there. Back to active content. Okay, the shadow. We're always talking about developing qualities, because when you're doing a technique, you can practice technique and you can do it well. But a quality is when you're applying not just one element of a technique, but you're applying things to do with your breathing, your balance, your application of body weight. All those are qualities. So, for example, you can do a punch, but you really want to be thinking, if you're going to do that punch, you want to think about your body weight, making sure your balance is good over your hips, and striking, make sure your guard is in the right place, and all of those sorts of things. Obviously, you can't think about them all at the same time, because you'd be so confused you'd never actually do the technique at all. But what you can do is, when you're doing an exercise like the shadow, you can kind of do your normal shadow, shadow set, if you like, that you've worked on, and then maybe pick on one or two things that you kind of want to have in the back of your mind as you're training, as you're moving. And the two that I want you to think about right now are to do with breathing and body weight. Okay? So when we're here, I really want you to think about being really effective with your breathing. What I mean by that is that as you move to strike, you're already breathing out. Okay? So we're here. Okay, there's my strike. And then there's breathe. And then you adjust your breathing out every single time that you're striking. Okay? If you find yourself sort of maybe doing this, okay, and you're breathing in when you're doing something, that can really impact the effectiveness of your striking. The reason for that is that your lungs are a big sort of sack inside you, for want of a better word, inside your body. And what that does is, it fills up this space. As I do any kind of motion for attack, so here, there, or there, okay, things are happening here to tense these muscles and, almost constrict my torso. If I breathe out, I can make those constrictions much, much easier, okay, because it's not fighting against anything. If I've got my breathing is in my body here, and I hold my breath, try to punch, I can't, because my ribs won't contract and allow me to rotate properly. So I want to breathe, it feels much more strong when I do this. So when you're doing a kick or a punch or any kind of offensive motion, you want to be breathing out. That's number one. The second thing is body weight. Quite often when you're practicing a shadow in the air, this sort of thing has a tendency. So you're there and you're kicking and punching, and it's all happening up here, and there's nothing going on down here. Okay. So what I would like you to do, there are two overarching things, like I said, breathing and body weight. So really think, say we're starting off, okay? Really think, I'm gonna step and punch, bang, there. There's my first one. My second one is my rear hand. And I want to think, let's really rotate, really make a point of getting that hip involved, okay? So here, stepping forward, bang, there, my hips really involved with that, with that punch. So if I'm doing my combinations, so I'm going to skipping kick here, bang, finger strike, punch, really thinking about jamming that foot in the floor, rotating the hips, and getting the body weight as part of the kick, as part of the strike. For kicks, okay? When you're doing your kick here, it's not just a kick, bang, bang. I do good body weight there with my punch, but not so good with the front kick, because I know that if I'm doing a good front kick, I should be flexing my hips as I kick. Should be here, oh, there. So I'm applying body weight, good body weight, all right? So I'm here, there, oh, that's my good body weight. I'm stepping forward with my lead punch, so I'm bringing my body weight forward with that, and then I'm recovering and striking, bringing my rotation round and striking with my rear hand that way. So every strike, has a good element of body weight. Side kick, for example. There's a tendency when you go here, bang, to bring the foot back here and then continue striking. Well, really, if you're going to side kick somebody, they're going to be shooting off over there, so there's no point in you standing there, waving your hands in the air. So you need to move forward, right? So I'm going here, bang, there. And as I come down for my side kick, I want to be stepping forward and striking and recovering. Okay, so you've got to think about how your kicks would affect the person that you're kicking, and also how you're then going to generate your body weight as you move forward to continue to strike. Okay, so those are the qualities that I want you to think about when you're now doing your shadow. But before we start, 30 press-ups. Okay, when you're done, get ready. On guard. 3, 2, 1, go. And stop. Go 30 seconds. Go. 3, 2, 1, go. And stop. 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going. 3, 2, 1, go. And stop. Okay, good. So I breathe it. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and grab a drink. Self-defense scenario. Headlock. Okay, so somebody's grabbing you in a headlock, and a headlock typically is this sort of thing. You know, grab around the head, you know, and make a strong headlock here with your head like this. This is really dangerous, okay? If I wanted to and I did this, okay, you could potentially break somebody's neck, all right? So, typically it's used as sort of, I suppose, a little bit of a playground thing, but it's also a good control thing. Because I've got my head down here, and the weight is there, my back's bent over, I've got no strength, okay, to do this. So, in order to deal with this, the first thing I need to do is to get my hips below my shoulders. We talk about this all the time, you know, heads, shoulders, hips. If they're all above each other, then you know you've got balance. Obviously here, nothing is in the right sort of space, so I've got a real problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step round and really drop my hips round, okay? The best way to kind of see it is from here. So in this position here, okay, I'm over in my headlock, okay, and I'm going to turn around here to this position, okay? All right. So I'm here, there, okay. I turn around and drop myself right down. Now, as you can see here, okay, my hips, head, shoulders, hips are below each other. That should give me some direct strength to use the power of my legs to drive upwards, okay? So what we're going to do, that's part of the first motion. The second part of this motion is I'm reaching around as I go to strike, okay, and strike into the groin. So in this position here, I reach round here, like this. As I reach and step round and I drop my hips down, I'm striking up hard into the groin. Okay, so I'm here, there. And again, here, there. Third thing, okay, my other arm over the top. And what you're doing, if I'm the person doing the headlock, the hand is going in here, okay, between my head, between the opponent's head and my body, okay. Then the hand's going to come down and come underneath the chin, okay. If you can't get the chin, get the nose or the eyes, not the mouth because you get your fingers bitten, but eyes or anything to basically get the head back, okay. So you're going to cause pain. You can grab the hair if they've got it. Anything you can do to get that head up. So we're here, there, okay, we step round to this position, okay. Now I'm going to grab underneath the chin and I'm going to stand up. And you see what I'm doing here? As I stand up, here my forearm is resting on their shoulder. And I'm going to bring my elbow down like that and use their shoulder as a fulcrum, a lever, okay. So now my elbow is pointing and is resting on just down their spine. I've got my hand underneath their chin and their head's up there, okay. They still fight here. I can hammer fist into the solar plexus, you know, striking the jaw, striking the throat, okay. And then I'm going to drive directly downwards, okay. Not over there, okay. If I push backwards over there, they're just going to do this, and they're going to still be on their feet, and then they're going to be really cross, and then they're going to come and attack me again, which I don't really want. I want to put them down on the floor. So we're here. Number one is this, okay. Number two is grab up, maybe strike a couple of times here, bang, bang. I've used their shoulder as a fulcrum, so now I'm going to drive downwards like this, Now if you imagine here, come underneath my chin like this, okay, and then driving downwards, my knees are going to go because, you know, well, my neck doesn't want to get broken, so it will take my knees out like that in order to stop that happening. So we here like that, driving down, knees go, and I go towards the floor. Okay, and at that point you can kick or whatever. Okay. So now you're going to do it with me. So we're going to be here. We're going to lean over. When I say one, you're going to step round, hit this position here, and really get your hips underneath, so your shoulders and head and everything are in a line. Then you're going to stand up on a 2. Okay, using that shoulder as a fulcrum. That position here, striking, striking, and then pushing downwards here and kick for 3. Okay, so with me. So leaning forward and 1, 2, bang, bang, 3, down and kick. Okay, and again. 1, really back straight. Yeah, okay, no, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but back straight, get your hips in. Driving up, using the forearm as a fulcrum, okay. Strike, strike, down, and kick. Okay, one more time. Leaning forward, 1, 2, up, strike, strike, 3, down, and kick. Good, okay. So what I want you to do, I want you to work through that. I want you to do each element 3 times. Okay, so you just do the first part. You know, within Krav, we always say the first technique is the most important. Okay, and in this case, it's just the same as every single other one. That first step round, strike to the groin, and that hand position is absolutely key for the rest of it. Okay. Once you're in there, you know, you've got lots of options. You've got the hair, you've got the eye, you've got underneath the chin. All of them are designed to basically just get the head up, make them arch their back so that you can strike and pull them down directly towards the floor. But that first bit where you move around, get your hips in, is absolutely key for your control. Okay, so please don't skimp on the legs. All right. Again, yes, I agree it's difficult because you're going to be really, really low. And in order to get your back straight, you've got to be, you know, legs really, really bent, bum down, tucked in. You know, it's really tough for your legs. But if you practice it sort of, you know, like this, you know, you're never going to do the technique. Okay, because you have no strength in your back to do this, to lift somebody up. You need to, you know, somebody's in a very good, strong position. In order for you to be able to drive, they're here, right? In order for you to be able to drive them up as you're pulling their head back, you need to be doing it with your legs. You can't do it with your back. Okay? So please don't skimp on your leg positioning. Make sure that if you're here and leant over, and you come round, boom, you're there. Really pull the hips in, and if you can feel it in your legs, you're probably doing it right. Okay? So that's what I'd like you to do. Number 1, practice that 3 times, and then go, you know, 1, 2, practicing it 3 times, 1, 2, 3, practice that 3 times, and then just keep going with the whole technique. Again, making sure you don't skimp on the legs. All right. Obviously, before we start that, 30 press-ups. And when you finish that, off you go. And stop there. Okay, find yourself a space, 30 press-ups. Okay, on your back, 120 crunches. 120 crunches. Okay, when you finish that, 30 press-ups. Okay, then on your side, 60 side crunches on your left. Off you go. Okay, now, when you finish that, 30 press-ups. Off you go. And on the other side, 60 side crunches. When you finish that, left leg forward, right leg tucked in. Other side. Okay, left foot forward, right leg behind. Okay, other side. Feet round, grab your toes, head out back straight, straight heels forwards. You can't go any further. Deep breath in and push. Deep breath in and push. Deep breath in and push. And relax. Okay, bring your heels in, your knees down towards the floor, your feet in as far as you can. Okay, and relax. Give your legs a little bit more out. And separate them as far as you can. Okay, fold yourself over your right leg. And up, and over your other leg. Okay, one hand in front, one behind. Shout, separate your feet. Right arm under your right ankle. Turn your body over and stretch. And up. Other side. And up, one hand in front, one behind, wide as you can. Okay, arms in front, try and get your stomach down to the space in front and your forearms on the floor. Okay, deep breath in, and lean. Deep breath in, and lean. Deep breath in and lean. And relax. Okay, bring your legs in. Bring your legs about. Okay, roll back over your shoulder. Up into guard. Okay, hands on your hips, nice big rotations. Other way. Okay, chin to your chest, roll your head around. Back behind your head. Chin to your chest, and back the other way. Stretching up. Left arm across the body. And right arm across the body. Left arm behind the head, and right arm behind the head. Right, feet together, bend your knees forward and backwards, head up, back straight, rotating knees clockwise, anti-clockwise. Right toes on the floor, and left toes on the floor. Left hand over right, rotate wrists. Okay, So, congratulations. Well done. You have now completed the full 16-week Krav Maga classes online development course. Okay? You've been through, I don't know, 45 to 55 techniques, somewhere around that area. You've done solid 90-minute sessions with fitness training, focusing on developing your own abilities, kicks, punches, groundwork, rolls, break falls, all of that stuff. Okay, it's quite an achievement and it's a big block of training. Okay, if this is your first time that you've been through it, okay, then you kind of need to do it again. Okay, within the FEKM, this 16 weeks of techniques are something that's repeated 2 to 3 times over the year, because we are, one grading a year. And it's not enough just to go through things once. You need to go through it again, at least a second time, if not a third, to practice it on a weekly basis to make sure that those techniques are within you and they're solid and they're reactions rather than something you necessarily have to think about. Okay. The Krav Maga training that we do, it starts off, the fundamentals, the core skills, the integration, and then there is training beyond that as well. Okay, but these 3 courses are the things that are probably the core of all the self-defense stuff that you will ever require. The way that we view our Krav Maga training is that it starts off and it's very much about self-defense. What happens if, the scenarios, what happens if somebody grabs you like this, what happens if somebody grabs you like this, what happens if somebody goes to punch you. And towards the end of the integration course, okay, after 3 years of training, you should be pretty capable. Okay, but if you're following this structure, okay, and like I said, if this is your first time through it, then first thing you do, back to the beginning again. Okay, next week. Really, really important to embed the techniques and become better and better and better. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me via the site. I'll be more than happy to help you out with anything you've got a problem with. But right now, I just want to say congratulations, well done, and I hope you enjoy your further Krav Maga training. Feet together, hands by your sides. Bow. Well done. Good work, good work.